Hope y'all are having a good week, and welcome to this morning stream. Thought it'd be fun to try streaming in the morning a little bit more often. So, giving it a go. Hope y'all enjoy the stream and some chill yo-yo tricks. Thanks for being here. Yo, how's it going, Josiah? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good day. It's going well. How are you? How's it going, Kyle? Welcome. So far, a good day. Just woke up, so it's hard to tell. Fair enough. Yeah, I haven't been awake for very long either. I'm trying to see how I like streaming in the morning versus in the evening. It's because I found that after work, I don't have a lot of energy, like after work but before dinner. And if I stream late at night, it throws off my sleep schedule a ton. So I'm trying to figure out a time of day that makes sense to stream. The other day, or yesterday, I accidentally landed 2.0 hook, and I was like really excited. And I've been trying to figure out how to replicate it ever since yesterday. And so if they see me trying to land a hook but not landing it, that's why. I'm trying to get that going again. Tayo Katsumata, to be exact. Nice. How's it going? Welcome from Minnesota. Oh, I'm not in Minnesota. Hello there, Mac from Minnesota. Hope you're having a good morning. How's it going, Ray Allen? Welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody's week is going well. No, I almost had that. Trying to figure out if I want to do that combo front style or side style. Yo, how's it going? How's it going, Ella? Welcome, Remy. Tornado, how am I doing? I'm doing good, Berserk. How are you? Can I do a tornado? AKA the DNA. I'm happy to give it a go. Let me put a glove on really quick to make it a little easier. Oh, actually, never mind. My gloves are downstairs. So let's see if I can just land it in general. And if I can't land it on this yo-yo, I'll get a yo-yo with a finger spin dimple. Oh, that was actually pretty close. Other than like immediately getting a knot. I'm not sure how that happened. But what yo-yo am I using right now? I'm using the Yo-Yo Friends Tachyon. It's one of my favorites from their lineup. It's actually a really fun yo-yo. And even though it's like built to go like super fast, like I feel like you can still enjoy playing it at a slower speed even if you aren't like a speed demon, you know? Oh man. Maybe I do need to put this on as a yo-yo that can actually do finger spins. So let me swap the string over real quick. Can I do a DNA on a kendama? That's actually a really interesting idea. I do have a kendama. It is not in the room with me at the moment, but I can go find it. It'd be kind of fun. Dude, me and the DNA lately are just not getting along. Dude, what is going on here? Oh my gosh. You've been trying to do 2.0 hook, but you realized you need to know 1.5 for 2.0. I mean, I don't know if you necessarily need to know 1.5 for 2.0, but it would probably be helpful. Is that a C3 yo-yo? No, this is a Yo-Yo Friends yo-yo. It's also, so this is another Yo-Yo Friends yo-yo. It's the AoE. But the Speedaholic is a really good yo-yo too. I just don't have one. Oh my gosh, me and the DNA are just not vibing together right now for some reason. Okay, there we go. We take those. We take those. You think you know how to do it, but you just don't. You just can't land it. That's kind of the thing with some tricks is like, you understand conceptually what's supposed to happen, but like actually executing it can be a lot harder sometimes. The 1.5 hook took me a while to learn too. And I'm still not totally consistent with it, but essentially the idea, as I'm sure you're already aware, is to do a 1.0 hook, but instead of landing it on that, you intercept just the back part of the loop with your non-dominant hand, and then you let that loop continue over to your dominant hand. Yeah, so this one's not Magic Yo-Yo string, this one's actually, this one's Sochi Fat. But are you saying that you're using Magic Yo-Yo string and it's not whippy enough? Kendama tricks are not too hard to learn. I think you can have a look at his combo. At whose combo? Somebody mentioned something about their combo, didn't they? I'm trying to remember. The 4A chopstick combo is hard, but it's doable and it's become a flow combo. Nice. Katsumaru's tricks are not too hard to learn. But sure, I can take a look into it. I think it'll be fun. I'm always looking for more tricks to learn. Yeah, I was trying some. Well, I don't remember. I think it was Magic Yo-Yo string yesterday, and yeah, it's not the whippiest string by any means, but I mean, I don't know. It depends on what you're using it for. Like if you're doing a bunch of slack tricks, maybe not so much slaps and whips. But like if you're just doing like, more small amount, dense, techie combos and stuff like that probably doesn't really matter too much, but I might try some C3 in string at some point. Which actually reminds me, I'm at some point, whether today or tomorrow or something, I'm probably going to go through some of the Black Friday sales that I've been able to find on stream so that people know where they can get yo-yos for cheap. Because this is a perfect time to get yo-yos. I'm not sponsored, but I will definitely be grabbing some yo-yos as well. And so, thought it might be nice to share some of the knowledge. Probably not right now, but I think I might stream a little bit later today or tomorrow morning and go for that. Yo, how's it going, Elijah? Welcome back. Thanks for being on the stream. Appreciate it, my friend. I'm not entirely sure if I remember your username specifically, since there's been a couple of Elijahs, I think, or Eli's. But either way, I appreciate you being here. I was working on some off-string tricks yesterday in the evening off stream, and I found a trick from Ray Iwakura that I really like, and I'm trying to figure out. It's like you catch the yo-yo in like an inverted mount behind your arm, and then as you unroll it, you can go to kind of like a sort of a shoot the moon regen. It looks really cool. It's just super hard to land in that inverted mount. You're the one who asked to do the DNA. Took me a couple tries, we got it. And you said good job. Yeah, I think I remember that. Thank you. Yeah, there's a lot of yo-yo players that are very good at the DNA, and I'm still learning, and that's okay. But I appreciate the encouragement, and almost got it first try on that one. Try it one more time. No, okay, that's okay. I have not done the off-string DNA. It's so hard to get enough spin horizontal, man. Like, I keep watching tutorials for it and getting nowhere. It looks so straightforward, and then I just can't land it. Sort of a DNA. Mm-hmm. For the US folks on the call, anybody have any fun plans for Thanksgiving? We're gonna be doing Chinese style hot pot for Thanksgiving, which will be fun. A little bit of a departure from what I normally do for Thanksgiving, but looking forward to it nonetheless. Dang. Just gotta untie this knot really quick. There we go. Yeah, but like that inverted mount goes into something kind of like that bind, where it regens up and back out. You're building your 2-minute routine. Nice. Good luck with that. I have no idea how old you are, Elijah. I do not remember. There's only one yo-yo in your collection that you haven't hit the DNA on, and it's the Magic Yo-Yo N11. Not made for DNAs. That's fair. I found that for me, like, if I'm wearing a glove, usually I can land at least a finger spin, but on most of my yo-yos, but every now and then there's some that just like do not cooperate. There's our DNA. There we go. You're 10, Elijah. Cool. Hope you're enjoying school. Probably close to Thanksgiving break if it hasn't already started, actually. Yeah, if your hand sweats a lot doing the DNA, well, assuming your hand doesn't sweat a lot, the DNA is good. That's true. I found that where I live now compared to where I grew up, like I grew up in a very dry climate, and I now live in a much more humid, not like super humid, but a lot more humid than where I grew up. So my hands are a lot stickier from the humidity, making it a lot more challenging to do finger spins and grinds without gloves. It has circle mounds in the middle. Oh yeah. Yeah, I found that with the Evolve as well too. Like the Evolve is an incredible yo-yo, but since it domes up in the center, like it can make it pretty challenging for finger spins. But I pulled it off with gloves at least. Can I do the TNI? I'm not sure what the TNI is. Super Oso. Anyone know what the TNI is? Appreciate the offer, Elijah, but we've got a good amount of mods for now, so I think we'll be all right. But I appreciate the suggestion. Doing a horizontal bind is a better way to do it. Oh yeah, the way that Hunter does, like, so like he'll do a regular DNA, and then what he'll do the other way to like deal with the string tension. Wow, I immediately ended up in a knot from a DNA. Never had that one before. And then immediately what he'll do is he'll bind the other direction as opposed to doing the finger spin immediately. This is why you don't always DNA, because you end up in crazy string formations at times. There we go. We got it. We got it eventually. I try to throw it as horizontal as possible, yeah. No worries, Elijah. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good day. Yeah, that's true. For the DNA, it makes it a lot easier to land it when you throw super horizontal. But it also makes it harder to get the bind. Kind of like that. Trying to get better at that bind. Because like, that way I can undo the string tension from the regular DNA a little easier. So close. There we go. The laceration one where you throw it from the breakaway. Oh, so you're meaning the one, I probably won't land this, but the one like where like it's in the air and you laceration into the gap. Is that the one that you're talking about? Yeah, I would agree. I would agree, Josiah. Appreciate y'all being here. Thanks for all the new faces as well as returning. It's always fun to be able to share yo-yo tricks with people. So if you're enjoying the stream, please do consider double tapping the screen to give it a like, so that YouTube knows to send it to more people as well. But hope everybody's enjoying the tricks. Yeah, Kyle, that laceration one is tricky. The timing on it's pretty hard. Dang. I figured that out yesterday too. That I don't know why I didn't think about it before, but you can hop out of a Brent stole into more or less anything, or out of a triangle, I guess. And so I could hop out straight into a bind if I do it from a front throw. But the problem is that if I mess it up, I end up in an axle knot. So it's a little risky for me at least, but it's still fun though. Thanks Ryan, I appreciate it, my friend. How long have I been yo-yoing? I've been yo-yoing for almost 16 years. Next year will be 16, and it's almost the end of the year. Thanks man, I appreciate it. Still learning for sure. There's always more to learn, but it's a really fun hobby and I'm glad you're enjoying it. To the Grandfather Club. The Grandfather Clock, also known as Rock the Baby, also known as the Swing. It's a fun one. Oh, that would be an interesting thing to try, combining some of the combos from different pro players. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Great idea. I still need to learn some of those combos, like their presentation for 4A is just so good. I need to take some inspiration from that and get better at my 4A presentation. Surprised that one didn't hook. There we go. Do I do talent shows and stuff like that? Yeah, I do actually. So especially growing up in junior high school, and even in college, I did talent shows pretty often. And then at work as well. In my previous job, there were talent show performances around holidays. So like I was part of an employee like networking group more or less for Asian employees at my company, since like my wife is from Asia, I used to live in Asia. I like to get involved in those kinds of communities and share the support for Asian culture. And so they had some talent shows around major Asian holidays like Diwali for India and Chinese New Year for a lot of different Asian countries. And so I did some talent show performances for that as well too, which was a lot of fun. But I've never done America's Got Talent. But there are some yo-yo players that have. Some very, very good yo-yo players have done America's Got Talent. You should check him out, especially there's one player from Japan, Shu Takada. He is incredible, and he did very well on America's Got Talent. You should check him out. Yeah, absolutely, Kyle. I will keep you posted. I'm trying to figure out for streaming, like when is an okay time for me to do off stream, because I don't want to be really loud for when my wife is asleep, either if I get up earlier or go to bed later. Ooh, that was close. But especially if I'm able to find some time like during the day to stream, absolutely. The way 4A and 1A buying are different from each other, so regen you do in 4A is. I mean, that's true. But I have been able to land some of the 4A buy-ins in 1A, but you're right. They don't always go 1-to-1, right? You've seen him, he's great. Yo, thanks man. Thank you, thank you. Shu Takada is incredible. And he's a very good entertainer, which makes like doing shows in Vegas or wherever he ends up doing shows, it makes it a lot more entertaining than just doing straight yo-yo tricks. Because he also does acrobatics and tricking and flips and I don't know, it's really fun. You learned it the hard way. Well, if you've ever watched any of the videos Des makes, then you probably know the bind he does. The bind that Des does? The one where he does like something like that. It's like a side bind or something along those lines. 4.5. Oh boy. When I eventually am capable of doing the 4.5 hook, I'll do it on stream. But I just barely landed 2.0 for the first time yesterday, and I've only landed it once. So I don't think I'm quite ready to do 4.5, you know. But I appreciate the offer. And if I ever land 2.0 hook again, I will keep you posted. Yo, thanks Ryan, I appreciate it. I like to do like smooth techie kinds of tricks. It's fun. So I'm glad you're enjoying that. That's the style of 1A I like to do a lot. Can I do the A and D to DNA? I can do the regular DNA. I have not yet figured out the A and D. We finally got the DNA first try, finally. Let's go. Can I try my hardest trick? Sure. Let me get my string tension back. Somewhere where it'll be doable to do my hardest trick. You just learned it last week, Josiah. Nice. Hey, Luis, you have a yo-yo as well. Nice. I seem to remember you from a previous stream, Luis. Hope you're doing well. All right. So this is the hardest trick. I learned this that I know how to do. And I learned it from Hunter's stream. But it's a laceration to a double or nothing straight into a tower. And it's crazy. But you're supposed to go and land it on the back string when you do that whip, so that you can drop and fold some of the strings straight into a tower. So close. But as you can see, aiming it onto the correct string can be a little bit challenging, but we got there. Yo, thanks man. I do record myself in slow-mo, watch it back sometimes. I actually post slow-mo off-string tricks fairly often because they're fun to make and people seem to enjoy them. So if you like slow motion off-string tricks or just slow motion tricks in general, I do tend to post those on a somewhat regular basis. Can I do demon speed? I can do a speed combo, and if you consider it demon speed, then sure. Ah, so close. We'll try that again. I think that might be close enough. Yo, how's it going? How's it going, Beast? Welcome, welcome. I've become the new Angel 2 up. Oh gosh, no, I have not. I do. AGT going. I haven't talked with him personally, but I've seen a lot of his tricks. He has some really good tricks. Walk the dog, sure. Thanks for the sub as well, Ryan. W's in the chat for Ryan. Thank you for the support. Walking a dog and whipping him back. Yeah, I like adding the seasick into my speed combos. It's fun. Ever since I learned how to do seasick, I've really enjoyed doing it because it's just so satisfying. Even just doing side style seed stick is really fun. Thanks, Lewis. I appreciate it. The most valuable thing that can be achieved in yo-yoing is how many people you've inspired to try yo-yoing. That's really kind, Kyle, and I think there's a lot of truth in that. It's always good to keep things in perspective and remember the joy of the hobby, you know? And sharing that with others is a really important thing. What would I suggest for a starter learning yo-yo? So there are a lot of good beginner yo-yos on the market right now. One that I really like personally is the Snapback on Yo-Yo Expert. It's a responsive yo-yo that is kind of in between an imperial and butterfly shape. It spins really nice, and it's very responsive. So it can help you get the yo-yo back to your hand while you're learning, but it also spins for a good amount of time, making it easier to learn some of those fundamental tricks like we were showing earlier, like rock the baby, rock the baby, trapeze, around the world, and things like that. So I definitely recommend looking into that. There's a lot of starter packs as well that can be helpful, and with it being Black Friday, a lot of them are on sale. So I'd say pick one that looks like something you'd enjoy. You like the design or something like that, and give it a go. It's a really good time to get yo-yos, honestly. And I'll probably be going through some of the Black Friday deals that I'm aware of on a stream later today after work. And so if y'all are interested in that kind of thing, please do consider subscribing so you'll be notified and we can take a look through it together. How's it going, Jaroslav? Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Last question, what made me start, and once it got really hard, what kept you going? That's a really good one. That's a great question. So what's got me started into yo-yoing was I was on I was at a camp out with some kids from my church that also were in my scouting group, and a couple of kids that were on the camp brought yo-yos, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And so when we got back from the camp out, me and one of my friends went to Walmart and grabbed some cheap yo-yos from Walmart. In fact, not just any cheap yo-yos, but this yo-yo specifically. It's not even made anymore. And we started getting into tricks, and it was super fun. And then I ended up getting a Yomega yo-yo that came with a trick DVD, and we would just after school every day, we would just grind out tricks and have a fun time learning new yo-yo tricks. It was awesome. And what kept me going when it was hard, I think what's kept me going when it's hard is the fact that this hobby has been something that's allowed me to connect with people in a very different way than I normally would, and connect with different types of people than I normally would. These kinds of hobbies are very welcoming, and so there's people from all walks of life, all sorts of backgrounds, different countries, different languages, different life experiences. And so something that's been really nice has been being able to connect with people that are different than me, and also just to share a combined love of of a really fun hobby. You know what I mean? And so, that community aspect is super important to me, and just being creative as well. Is my friend still yo-yoing? Unfortunately, no. Most of my friends from growing up that were yo-yoing don't yo-yo anymore. But but the people I met from Yo-Yo Club still do, so that's nice. Let's see. I missed a couple of things on here. Um, you'd suggest the stereotypical answer. Fair enough. I've heard good things about that one as well. Outlier 5, if you'll, let's see. And the Outlier 5, you probably won't buy maybe an update after Christmas. It's worth it. Good to know. Thank you. How's it going, Fahim? Welcome, welcome. Glad you're still here, Lewis. Got it from Walmart. You got one from Walmart and it doesn't even sleep. That is unfortunate. I appreciate it, Fahim. Thank you, thank you. Your son's autistic and he's getting into yo-yoing and you want to learn so you can yo-yo with him. That's a great idea. I think that he'll really appreciate the fact that you want to share that interest with him. So I would wholeheartedly encourage you to do that together. I think that would be really fun. There's been a lot of parents lately that have been learning to yo-yo with their kids, and I feel like it's been a really fun way for them to bond together. I do, Lewis. In fact, I'm actually married. I just don't usually wear my wedding ring while I yo-yo because it sometimes gets caught on the string or it dings the yo-yo when I catch it. But I am actually married. It's only $4, so fair enough. How often do I go live? I try and go live on weekdays, as much as I can, like at least once a day on weekdays. I wasn't able to yesterday just because it got pretty busy, but I try to go live on weekdays as much as possible. But speaking of which, I do need to run, but I really appreciate you all being here. I'm hoping to go live again, at least for a short live later today, to go through some Black Friday deals. And so, or at least like places to get yo-yos where they'll have Black Friday deals. So if you're interested in that, please do consider subscribing so that you'll be notified. I do need to run to work, but I really appreciate you all being here, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Happy Thanksgiving.